The Galactic Harmony assembly glittered like a captured nebula crystal spires, floating in perfect geometric formation, symbol of thousand-year, fragile peace between ancient starfaring empires. Inside the grand amphitheater chamber, holographic thrones encircled a massive obsidian debate orb that pulsed with contained energy. Ambassador Lyra Voss of the crystalline Solari Empire stood tallest among them, her translucent body shimmering like fractured diamond under the chamber's prismatic lights. Every facet of her form caught and refracted the glow, casting rainbow shards across the gathered delegates. Humans remained silent once again, she declared, her voice echoing like wind chimes through frozen crystal caverns. Lesser species content to observe from shadows, never participate in true governance. Seated around the crescent table sat the galaxy's undisputed powers, the Solari with their inexhaustible energy crystals that powered entire sectors. Brutish Krell warlords, whose planet-cracking fleets made lesser races tremble, elegant Vexari diplomats who could whisper entire empires into willing submission. From tiered balconies above, lesser nations watched in hushed reverence. Humans positioned discreetly near the shadowed back rows, barely noticeable among the colorful alien delegations. Human delegate Marcus Kane lounged casual in his seat, sipping black coffee from a chipped ceramic mug of ancient Earth design, his sharp eyes scanning every face, every nervous twitch, every unspoken alliance forming in the room. Krell warlord Groon suddenly pounded his massive fist against the crystal table, sending vibrations rippling through the obsidian orb like a struck gong. Solari thieves drill our sacred nebula mines. Your crystal ships rape forbidden sectors. Lyra's facets shimmered with cold amusement. Krell, barbarism threatens universal harmony. We merely defend sacred resource rights granted by this very council. The Vexari mediator raised a delicate bioluminescent tendril, glowing soft blue. All territorial claims verified through quantum archives. Solari holds indisputable legal precedence. Krell forces must withdraw immediately. Groon roared thunderous, exposing jagged obsidian teeth. We withdraw nothing. 10,000 dreadnoughts mass our border sectors, even now ready to glass your crystal worlds. Gasps echoed through lesser nation balconies. Murmurs of panic spread like wildfire. Marcus sipped his coffee slow and deliberate, eyes methodically counting Solari honored guards, noting their plasma crystal positioning, calculating optimal engagement vectors, mentally mapping 3 separate escape routes through the station service corridors. Lyra turned to the chamber triumphant, her form blazing brighter. Council has spoken. Krell aggression formally condemned. Total economic embargo imposed. Marcus set his mug down with deliberate slowness. The soft clink echoed louder than it should in the suddenly tense silence. His casual smile vanished completely. Fingers began tapping subtle rhythm on his knee, an ancient human Morse code pattern, dating back to wet Navy days. Up in the balcony shadows behind him, human observers shifted positions. Almost imperceptibly, Solari guards along the walls tensed, crystalline hands drifting toward sidearms. Next diplomatic cycle brought open escalation. Solari battle fleets established total blockade around Krell supply corridors. Vexari neutral mediators brokered what they called a grand peace summit. Marcus attended alone, humans dismissed universally as harmless observers by the great powers. Inside the summit chamber, carved from solid amethyst, Lyra presented her ultimatum with regal flourish: surrender all nebula mining claims permanently, or face comprehensive blockade of every Krell world. Groon refused point blank. Vexari immediately declared Krell Empire a rogue terrorist state requiring containment. Marcus cleared his throat softly, every faceted eye swiveled toward the human upstart. Permission to speak briefly. Lyra laughed, a sound like shattering glass. Human curiosity noted and permitted. Make it quick. Marcus rose casual, hands relaxed in pockets. You all declared total war on Krell Empire. Expect clean, swift victory. Groon snorted dismissive. Lyra's crystal shimmered superior confidence. Superior numbers guarantee it. Krell stands utterly isolated. Marcus nodded thoughtful, eyes distant. Understood completely. Just curious tactical question. What happens immediately after Krell government collapses? Lyra's facets blinked in genuine confusion. Solari naturally assumes stewardship role. Logical progression of strength. Marcus smiled faint, almost wistful. Progression, like gravity pulling inevitable. He sat back down. The chamber dismissed his rambling philosophy, but shadows watched much closer now. Emergency reports flooded diplomatic channels. Krell outer worlds began starving under blockade. Solari crystal fleets faced zero organized resistance. Vexari congratulated Lyra publicly while privately calculating profitable reconstruction contracts. Lesser nations whispered fearful among themselves, who comes next after Krell? Marcus slipped into Vexari public archives during recess, downloading comprehensive fleet manifests, crystal reactor schematics, supply chain vulnerabilities under guise of cultural research. Back in human delegation quarters, he transmitted encrypted bursts. Vault status remains green across all sectors. Await primary signal. Council called emergency session amid Solari victory celebrations. Lyra boasted radiant. Krell planetary defenses crumble hourly. Harmony assembly restored under rightful Solari guidance. Grune's delegate mysteriously ups and rumors swirled of internal military coup. Marcus raised hand, politely once more. Final question before recess. Lyra sighed indulgent toward the primitive. Proceed quickly, human. Your newest crystal reactors, vulnerable to synchronized EMP cascade failures? Lyra laughed. Brilliant cascade. Primitive ape nonsense. Crystal harmonics impervious. Marcus nodded polite acceptance, just confirming technical parameters. Outside in the void, massive vault doors hissed open silently. 12 black human corvettes slipped past station perimeter sensors without signatures. The galaxy slept peacefully, unaware. Solari flagship Crystal Sovereign led triumphant victory armada through shattered Krell blockade sectors. Crystalline hulls refracting nebulae into brilliant rainbows. Captain Ellis shimmered with pride on command bridge. Council affirms our righteous dominance. Krell planetary capitulations imminent within this cycle. Primary sensors ping faint anomaly. Ghost contacts detected at system edge marginal probability. Ellis dismissed with wave of faceted hand. Debris from blockade operations. Formation proceed maximum velocity. 12,000 kilometers distant in absolute void. 12 black human corvettes materialize from stealth cocoons. No running lights. No engine signatures. No thermal blooms. Captain Reyes whispered across tight beam. Ghost protocol locked active. Primary reactors designated Alpha through Echo. Weapons spooled silent coiled railguns hummed lethal. Focused implants as charged blue-white. Stealth torpedoes ghosted through baffles. All corvettes. Synchronized. Fire on mark. Crystal Sovereign shuddered violently. Primary reactor cores flickered. Cascade failure. Solari bridge plunged into emergency red. Multiple critical impacts. Core cascade imminent. Ellie spun toward tactical. Intruders identified. Origin vector. Ray's voice crackled. Open Galactic channel cold. This is Human Republic Navy. Stand down immediately or face total neutralization. Solari bridge exploded. Organized panic. Ellie's faceted eyes widened disbelief. Impossible declaration. Humans possess no military fleet capacity. 12 corvette danced elegant death. Ballet railgun slugs punched precise. Through reactor shielding, EMP waves propagated crystal matrix fractures. Stealth torpedoes ghosted pass point defenses entirely. Sovereign listed heavy. Primary systems dead. 11 accompanying Solari cruisers joined expanding debris field minutes later. Sole survivor escape pod transmission loop galaxy-wide. Swarm, endless black ships. Reactors incompatible. Council chamber erupted plasma. Next diplomatic cycle. Lyra raged incandescent fury. Human. Terrorists assassinated peacekeepers in neutral space. Marcus maintained perfect calm, sipping fresh coffee. Direct response to illegal blockade of neutral trade corridors. Vexari demanded immediate expulsion. Human delegation stripped credentials permanently. Marcus smiled genuine, try enforcing that resolution. Lesser nation balconies buzzed electric excitement. Krell. Delegation mysteriously returned, representatives grinning wolfish. Marcus transmitted secure phase to command. Show minimal teeth. Defensive posture only. Across contested sectors, disguised human merchant freighters began dropping stealth micro-drones. By millions, overnight. Krell supply convoys discovered blockade routes, mysteriously clear. Solari. Deep space mining operations reported cascading technical failures across entire sectors. Lyra demanded comprehensive investigation. Marcus volunteered gracious. Human facilities completely open to inspection. Full manifest available. Solari inspection fleet arrived. Pristine human station. 0 weapons detected. Manifest impeccably clean. Crews polite professional. Inspectors beam confidence reports. Then silence. Transmissions terminated abruptly. Solari inspection team confirms human compliance. Wait. Anomalous readings. Real message broadcast galaxy-wide emergency channels. Solari inspectors currently safe aboard Human Republic vessel Audacity. Reviewing comprehensive. War crimes documentation voluntarily provided. High-definition footage rolled relentless Solari crystal ships, harvesting Krell civilian populations for labor. Crystal dust atmospheric poisoning across colony worlds. Fabricated evidence of Krell aggression, genuine, possibly not entirely, devastatingly effective? Absolutely, without question. Solari delegation expelled humans from council in emergency vote. Marcus walked out casual, antique coffee mug still steaming in hand. Docking bay waited sleek black Corvette, pilot snapping crisp salute, General Kane reporting for strategic command. Marcus boarded without looking back, face hardening steel, all restrictions lifted, vault opens fully, unleash, Solari High Command, convened emergency session within Crystal Citadel Heartworlds. Admiral Voslira's direct bloodkin slammed faceted fist against strategy table. Human vermin stinged and vanished into void, deployed all 100 killer swarms immediately. Intelligence chief hesitated. Crystal facets dimming, human vessel signatures appear, then vanish completely, no identifiable. Supply traces across monitored sectors. Human core worlds hum total war production invisible to outsiders. Arcology megastructures churn drone swarms endless. Assembly lines spat corvettes hourly. Citizen militias train zero-gravity boarding actions. School systems pivoted wartime. Curricular reactor sabotage. Stealth protocols. Psychological warfare doctrine. Total societal war machine activated overnight. First major fleet engagement unfolded near Krell border nebula. Solari battle group of 50 heavy cruisers encircled what appeared 10 unarmed merchant freighters. Captain demanded surrender. Freighters maintained absolute silence. Weapons locked maximum yield. Freighters detonated spectacular, not destructive, metamorphic. Hull plates split precise engineering, unleashing billions micro-drones in fractal swarm patterns. Solari point defense networks overwhelmed instantly, cruisers shredded from internal sabotage. Entire battle group eliminated 17 minutes flat. Final survivor transmission looped. Swarm. Composition, infinite regeneration. Human Republic sends regards. Solari capital world Ether Prime trembled under weight encroaching defeat. Blockade fleets began vanishing systematically, one battle group per cycle. No distress signals. No wreckage recoverable. Core planetary reactors failed synchronized cascade across multiple continents. Crystal refinery. Districts exploded chain reaction firestorms visible from orbit. Citizens rioted through crystal dust-choked streets, chanting against high command incompetence. Lyra Voss faced emergency war council visibly broken. Facets dulled to mag gray. Initiate immediate surrender negotiations. Further resistance suicidal. Vexari mediators previously neutral. Quietly shifted allegiance toward human coalition. Calculating profitable reconstruction contracts post-war. Krell battle fleets receive mysterious reinforcements. Supply lines suddenly secure. Human corvettes materialized everywhere simultaneously, then vanished without trace. Core strategy revealed itself, pure existential terror doctrine. No formal declarations of war. No direct homeworld strikes. Simply relentless erosion of capability. Confidence, will to fight. Marcus Kane accepted Lyra's parley request aboard neutral way station Pinnacle Drift. She materialized transmission hologram. Crystalline form flickering unstable. Name your precise demands, General Kane. Marcus maintained calm professionalism over tactical tea. Immediate dissolution of Harmony Assembly. Established new security architecture. Lyra's facets flared outrage. You demand galactic tyranny. Marcus transmitted comprehensive data packet instantly. Full-spectrum human industrial capacity metrics. Shipyard production rates dwarfing entire galactic coalition combined. Population mobilization potentials. We permitted your leadership previously, you abused position. Systematically, now we restore equilibrium by force. Lyra process numbers. Facets cycling through denial. Calculation, grim acceptance. Solari Empire capitulated formally next cycle. Dissolved council chambers stood empty. Echoes of shattered diplomacy lingering. Marcus broadcast galaxy-wide address from Pinnacle Drift. Command deck. Human Republic assumes peacekeeping mandate. Violations of new charter face consequences without limitation or mercy. Lesser nations cheered cautiously from shadows. Vexari reconstruction firms secured lucrative contracts. Krell Empire began planetary reconstruction under human technical advisors. One diplomatic cycle. Later, Marcus Kane sipped coffee in abandoned council amphitheater. Obsidian debate or dark silent witness. Stars outside rearranged according to new gravitational realities. Humans coordinated reconstruction efforts, efficiently no conquest ambitions apparent. No territorial annexations. Pure balance enforcement. Lyra Voss requested private audience. Marcus granted. She materialized. Beside him, form stabilized but subdued. Why issue warnings beforehand? You held total advantage from outset. Marcus stared in a void thoughtful. Gravity pulls inevitably. Someone must redirect trajectories. He lit antique cigarettes slowly. Next council convenes under new charter. Humans return observer status exclusively. Lyra understood completely now. Apex predator slept. Content emerging only when ecosystems required culling. Fade sequence revealed black Corvette patrols slipping through shadow sectors perpetually. Stars across galaxy learned primal fear overnight. Peace returned, fragile but genuine. Humans watched patient from darkness. Empty Harmony assembly chamber echoed hollow under emergency lighting. Marcus Kane sat alone at shattered crystal table. Antique coffee mug steaming gently beside tactical slate, displaying reconstruction timelines outside panoramic viewports. Former Solari battle fleets now flew Krell relief missions under mixed crews. Vexari merchant cartels distributed human-engineered purification drones across poisoned worlds. Lesser nations transmitted cautious messages of appreciation for restored stability. Lyra Voss materialized unannounced beside him. Crystalline form stabilized but permanently dimmed. Your republic possesses capacity for total domination. Why restraint now? Marcus exhaled cigarette smoke contemplative. True power demonstrates through precision, not excess. Galaxy required lesson you learned. Lyra's facets pulsed analytical, lesson absorbed. But power, vacuums demand filling inevitably. Marcus tapped slate activating holographic projection. Real-time industrial metrics scrolling endless. Shipyards birthed corvettes hourly. Drone foundries exceeded prior galactic production combined. Citizen militias transitioned reconstruction labor seamlessly. Vacuums fill naturally when balanced properly. We coordinate, not conquer. Lyra processed data streams. Facets were in computation. You permitted our dominance previously. Calculated risk. Every calculation confirmed optimal outcome. Your overreach activated necessary correction. Marcus crushed cigarette carefully. New charter. Prevents repetition. Violators face recalibration without exception. Krell delegation transmitted formal alliance proposal. Next cycle alliance predicated on human defense guarantees. Vexari secured exclusive reconstruction contracts galaxy-wide. Lesser nations petition observer status under new architecture. Marcus reviewed petitions. Methodically over black coffee, all approved. Standard non-aggression protocols. Solari homeworld reconstruction proceeded flawlessly. Human technical advisors oversaw crystal reactor rebuilds incorporating EMP-hardened shielding. Lyra oversaw implementation personally. Your engineers possess unsettling efficiency. Marcus nodded casual, or teaches optimization. Rapidly, single-tier traced down Lyra's primary facet unnoticed. New Galactic Security Council convened Pinnacle Drift under human charter. Marcus Kane resumed observer seating balcony shadows. Coffee mug familiar companion. Lyra Voss presided cautiously. Every decision cross-referenced against charter prohibitions. Krell representatives contributed. Reconstruction expertise. Vexari handled economic integration protocols. Lesser nations participated meaningfully first time. Debate or post-healthy blue. Minor territorial disputes resolved diplomatically. Marcus observed silent, transmitting occasional encrypted annotations. Galaxy stabilized fragile equilibrium. Humans faded. Background deliberately. Private quarters later. Marcus reviewed classified transmission. Vault resealed. Predation protocols deactivated. Monitor stability parameters. He sipped coffee final time before sleep cycle. Stars outside rearranged content under new gravitational architecture. 3 cycles post-Solari capitulation. Marcus Kane walked Pinnacle Drift observation deck alone. Galaxy appeared serene, trade lanes flowed unobstructed. Colony worlds prospered. Diplomatic channels hummed productive. New charter prevented monopolies systematically. Krell rebuilt stronger. Solari refined crystal technologies under human oversight. Vexari profits flowed. Record volumes. Lyra Voss materialized beside him unannounced. Your republic absent from economic summit. Expansion opportunity optimal. Marcus gazed nebulae peaceful. Republic prioritizes stability over expansion. Charter fulfillment primary directive. Lyra's facets cycled curiosity. Previous dominance permitted our overreach deliberately. Galactic ecosystems require periodic recalibration. Your cycle completed successfully. Marcus handed her data crystal. Current stability metrics exceed projections 140%. Continue current trajectories. Lyra processed instantly. Flawless equilibrium achieved. Your prediction accuracy unnerving. Human arcologies transitioned. Wartime production civilian application seamlessly. Former drone factories produced agricultural. Automatons. Corvette assembly lines manufactured deep space surveyors. Militia veterans became colony engineers. Citizenry returned peacetime pursuits content. Krell warlord Groon transmitted personal message. Human allies are replaceable. Nebula sectors. Shared permanently. Marcus authorized joint mining protocols. Vexari merchant fleets expanded. Safely under charter protections. Lesser nations petition membership carefully vetted. Gradually integrated. Security Council operated flawlessly. Minor pirate incidents neutralized by mixed patrols, no single power dominated. Trade disputes arbitrated transparently. Technological exchanges flourished controlled. Marcus reviewed session recordings, balcony shadows. Coffee cooling beside him. Private transmission arrived encrypted. Predation protocols remained dormant. Ecosystem stability nominal. Continue observation. Marcus deleted message permanently. Mug empty now. Lyra visited final time before returning Ether Prime. Your Republic sleeps content. Marcus smiled faint. Apex predators hunt only when necessary. Balance restored. Lyra nodded. Understanding complete. Gravity redirects successfully. Stars stabilize new equilibrium. Humans watch shadows patient eternal. 10 cycles after Solari capitulation. The Galactic Security Council thrived under the ironclad charter architecture. Solari crystal technologies revolutionized energy production across core sectors, powering entire planetary rings with harmonic efficiency. Krell engineering expertise rebuilt shattered frontier worlds in record time. Their massive forges birthing megastructures that defy gravity. Vexari economic networks span known space profitably. Merchant fleets plying trade routes safely under universal protection protocols. Lesser nations contributed meaningfully for the first time, replicating human organizational models. Successfully on smaller scales, Marcus Kane retired from active observation duties gracefully. Newer human delegates assumed traditional balcony shadow positions seamlessly, maintaining the coffee mug tradition unbroken across generations. The obsidian debate or pulsed healthy vibrant blue during sessions. Territorial disputes arbitrated transparently. Technological exchanges flourished under controlled licensing agreements. No single power dared dominance. The charter's automated equilibrium algorithms corrected imbalances before they escalated. Lyra Voss ascended to high custodian position unopposed. Her crystalline facets shining brilliant once again under restored confidence. She transmitted private message to Marcus during his final observation cycle. Equilibrium endures flawlessly. Your gravitational redirection proved masterful engineering. Marcus acknowledged receipt with single encrypted emoji, ancient or thumbs up symbol. Personal touch amid galactic machinery. Back on human core worlds, wartime arcologies transitioned civilian applications seamlessly. Former drone swarm factories now produced agricultural automatons that tilled poisoned worlds fertile again. Corvette assembly lines manufactured deep space. Surveyors mapping uncharted sectors. Veteran militias became colony engineers constructing self-sustaining habitats. Citizenry returned peacetime pursuits content artists, scientists, educators while maintaining universal service training quietly in background. Krell warlord Groom's successor transmitted formal eternal alliance covenant. Human partnership irreplaceable. Nebula mining sectors partitioned permanently under joint administration. Marcus authorized protocols from retirement, ensuring equitable resource flows. Vexari merchant cartels expanded safely under charter. Protection clauses, paying percentage into Universal Defense Fund. Lesser nations petitioned full membership status carefully vetted through multi-cycle probation. Periods integrated gradually to prevent destabilization. Security Council operated like precision clockwork. Minor pirate incidents neutralized by multinational patrols, no single power claimed glory. Trade tariff disputes resolved through binding. Arbitration panels. Xenotech research collaborations yielded hybrid breakthroughs. Solari crystal hardened Krell armor plating. Vexari neural nets optimizing human factory automation. Marcus reviewed session holorecordings from private study during rare insomnia bouts. Antique coffee cooling beside him untouched. Classified transmission arrived final evening before full retirement. Predation protocols archived. Sealed permanently. Ecosystem stability parameters nominal across all metrics. Observation continues passively. Marcus deleted message trace permanently. Mug finally emptied in single swallow. Stars outside observation viewport appeared content. Under new gravitational architecture trade lanes glowed bright. Colony worlds twinkled prosperous. Diplomatic channels hummed productive. Lyra visited Marcus personally during transition ceremony on Pinnacle Drift. Materializing beside observation decks silently, your Republic sleeps content now. Marcus smiled faint, gazing nebulae peaceful. Apex predators hunt only when ecosystems demand culling. Balance restored permanently. Lyra's facets cycled complete understanding. Gravity redirects successfully. Thank you for precision. Stars stabilized genuine golden age equilibrium. No power rose unchallenged. No weakness exploited systematically. Charter fulfilled primary directive. Galactic homeostasis. Humans faded deliberately into background observer roles. Coffee mugs steaming eternal vigil. Fate reveals single black corvette slipping through nebula. Patrol routes completely silent. No active weapons hot. No aggressive posture. Pure presence sufficient. Apex predator slumbers deep equilibrium holds firm across cycles eternal. Shadows watch patient forever.